Hello everybody, welcome to Tangled Feet, the Mindfulness Project at Home. It's week 5 and this week is Storm Week. Just a quick little bit of advice before we begin. We have another video which is how to make a storm jar, and it would be really great if you could try and do this before this session, because we will use the storm jar in the session. Okay, so if you go onto our YouTube page, Tangled Feet's YouTube page, you can find the how to make a storm jar video. Okay, and what you'll end up with is something like this. There we go. And they're really, really good fun to make. And you're left with something that you can use, and me and Rachel are going to show you how to use those today. But if you haven't got the things that you need to make them, which are a jar, some water and glitter, if you don't have those things at home, then maybe you've got a snow globe at home. And if not, you can still use the breathing exercises that we do in this week's class. So things that you'll need as well, you need your blanket for the end of class, and you need your pillow, and you might want a toy as well. So if you want to pause the video now and have a go of making your storm jar, you can. If you need to pause the video to go and get your blanket, your cushion, then that's fine too. And this week I want us to start by closing our eyes, taking a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And maybe one more, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just feel everything calming a little bit. Feel that little bit of stillness in your mind. And with your eyes closed, I want you to think of 3 good things that have happened today. And you might be doing this in the morning, but maybe 3 good things have happened already. Maybe it's something you had for breakfast. Maybe it's something you felt when you woke up. Maybe it's something you're looking forward to doing today and you have that feeling with you. But focus on those 3 things that make you smile. Those 3 good things. And if you want to, you can pause the video and you can say them out loud to us. You can say them to your grown-up. You can write them down or draw them, like we always say, get things down in your notepads. And take those 3 things that have made you smile throughout your day. And now I'm going to hand you over to Rachel.
Hi everybody. So today, as Emily said, we're talking about storms, but often before a storm or after the storm is the sun. So I want to teach you a new little warm-up exercise today called sun salutations. Now yogis like to say thank you to the sun, so when we do these when we get up in the mornings. So this can be a great way to start your day with a little bit of exercise. And the reason we like to say thank you for the sun is it helps everything grow. So the grass, the trees, gives us lots of food to eat, gives lots of animals food to eat, and how great is it when it's sunny outside? So you can see this as your very own little sun dance. So I'm going to move on to my mat. So you want to check that behind you there is lots of space for you to jump, to do a little bit of jumping today. And then our first position is we stand up nice and tall. So we did this already. Can you stand really, really tall like a mountain? And feel the sun beaming down on you as a big tall mountain. And you're going to take a big deep breath in. Can you reach up and try and touch the sun? And as you breathe out, can we tickle your toes? Can you wake them up? Breathing in, we're going to have a little look around. And can you shake your arms from side to side? Wake them up. And then can we place our hands down? And 3, 2, 1, jump all the way back. Lovely. And then we're going to lay on our bellies. Take a lovely big deep breath in. And you're going to hiss like a snake. Let all that air out. We're going to do one more big breath. And hiss like a snake. And then very carefully, we're going to turn ourselves into our downward dogs. Nice. So I said you might like to do this in the morning. So we're going to wake our legs up. Can you lift one leg all the way up in the air, give it a shake? And can you bring that leg down? Can you lift the other leg all the way up in the air, give it a shake? And can you bring that leg down? Now we're going to jump again. So bend your knees, look in between your hands, and 3, 2, 1, jump. And tickle those toes awake. Big deep breath in, try and touch the sun. And then bring your arms down by the side. Lovely. So we're going to do one more so we can remember it in our brains, and you can do this every morning. So take a breath in. You're lovely and tall, just like a mountain. Feel the sun beaming down on you. And then big deep breath in, reach your arms all the way up. As you breathe out, tickle your toes. Breathing in, swing those arms from side to side. Breathing out, place your hands down, and 3, 2, 1, jump all the way back, lovely, and then laying down. Remember, we take that big deep breath in, and we lift like a snake. You might want to look around, hiss, wake your neck up, hiss. And then we're going to tuck our toes under and into our dog. So we wake up our legs. Can you now wake up your arms? Can you lift one hand, give me a wave? Lovely. And then bring that one down. Can you lift the other hand, give it a wave? Maybe if there's someone with you, you can give them a little high five, or you can give the wall a high five. And then we're going to bring that hand down. Are you ready to jump? You're going to bend those knees. We're going to look in between our hands. And 3, 2, 1, jump into your feet. Lovely. Tickle those toes awake. And then big deep breath in. Reach the arms up. Try and touch the sun. And then arms down by the side. Lovely, well done everyone. So you can do lots of them in the morning. Get your heart going, see how it feels. And so we did our sun poses. We're now going to move on to our moon poses. So have you ever looked up in the sky and seen when the moon is a little bit shaped like a banana? So we're going to make that shape with our body. So we're going to stand with our legs together. Can you make your big toes touch? And then can we reach our arms up? And then we're going to go to one side. So this is called crescent moon or banana pose. And then we're going to come back to the middle. And we're going to go all the way to the other side. Lovely. Back to the middle, one more each side. So make a banana shape one side or a crescent moon. Back to the middle. And then over to the other side, big stretch. Lovely, bring yourself back to the middle and then arms straight down. So one more pose today. We have a pose called half moon pose, and this is a balancing pose. So remember what we taught you about our balancing pose. It's always good to find somewhere in the room that's not moving. So I'm going to look at the stripes on my wallpaper. So we're going to have one step forward, and you're going to bend your knee. And now your hand is going to come down next to your foot. You're going to stare at the stripe and you're going to lift your back leg up. Can you lift one arm all the way up to the ceiling? And we're going to try and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And very slowly come all the way down. So we're going to turn our feet so you're facing the other way. Lovely. So can you bring your hand out next to your foot? Can you find something to focus on? And then we lift our back leg. We stretch our arm up towards the ceiling. Nice and strong. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come all the way down. Very well done. So today you've learned your sun salutations, crescent moon and half moon. I'm going to pass you back to Emily and we're going to carry on with our story.
Hi everybody. I hope you enjoyed those and get practicing your sun salutation every morning if you can, and practice your moon poses as well. Really nice way to stretch out every day. So back to our story. And I wonder if you can remember where Holly, Skip and Marshall were last week. They were in the cave. And I wonder if you can remember throwing your worries into your cave. And I wonder how many of you have made your worry jars and have been using them this week. Remember, you can pop your worry jar anywhere and decorate it however you want. And whenever you feel a worry in your head, you can get it down on the paper as a picture or some words, pop it in your worry jar. And then at the end of the week, you can throw the contents of the worry jar away and feel those worries leaving you. So Holly, Skip and Marshall came out of the cave. And as they came out of the cave, they could hear the wind whistling. And they could hear something coming from the distance. It was a loud crash. And suddenly something caught their attention in the sky. What were they hearing? What were they seeing? Can anyone guess? Yes, there was a storm coming their way. They could see the lightning bolts flashing in the sky, and they could hear the thunder getting louder and louder as it rumbled towards them. And the wind was whistling and the clouds were swirling above their heads. I wonder if you've ever been in a storm and you can remember what it feels like. It can be exciting, can't it? But it can also be a little bit frightening. And it can make us feel like maybe we need to take cover somewhere and find some safety. And I want you to think about how Holly, Skip and Marshall might be feeling now. Where do you think they'll go next? Will they go back into the cave? Will they keep running and keep continuing on their journey together, holding hands, working together, listening to each other and getting to the next part of their journey and battling their way through the storm bravely? Well, that's exactly what they did. They pushed on through that storm with it whirling and swirling above their heads and the thunder and lightning getting louder and closer. And I want you to think about how they might feel. And I want you to think about another time where we may feel those feelings that we might feel in a storm. Feel like we need to find somewhere safe. Feel a little bit shook up, a little bit frightened, not sure what's coming next. The presence of danger or feeling like we're not sure. We all experience that. And we all feel stormy in our heads. And this is something I've spoken to you about before. And this feeling of feeling stormy is like your mind is filled with thunderclouds that are swirling and whirling and crashing. And that is what's happening to your thoughts. And sometimes it can be really hard when we feel like this to think about how we can get through it and move on. But here's something I want you to remember. Just like a weather storm, a storm in your head will not last. A storm will pass. Just like the weather will pass and change, so will the storm in your mind. A storm rolls in and a storm rolls out. And I want to teach you this action so you can remember it and use it for when you do feel stormy in your head. It's a simple action. You're going to take your fists like this, put them one above each other. And you're going to repeat the phrase, storm rolls in, and we're going to move forward and roll our fists round one another like this. And you're leaning forward. And then you're going to say the phrase, storm rolls out. And as you say this, you're going to come backwards and bring your fists in the other direction, back up towards you and sit back up. Storm rolls in. Storm rolls out. Storm rolls in. Storm rolls out. And you can use this whenever you need to. You can sit, you can do it with your arms, repeat it to yourself. Say the words, storm rolls in, storm rolls out. And if you don't want to do it big like that, you can even do it really tiny with your fingers. You can have them on your lap Storm rolls in, storm rolls out. And you can be saying it to yourself in your mind, so nobody even has to know. But what it will do is give you a little bit of space and a bit of time to think about that storm passing and help you focus on those clouds moving away and passing on. And let's see if you can use it at some point this week if you feel stormy. I hope it helps. It's definitely helped me. Back to Rachel.
Hi guys. So you're going to need your glitter jar now. And we're going to use it to do a little bit of breathing exercise. So I'm going to go again back to my mat and I'm going to take my little jar with me. Now, usually we say you might want to lay on your backs, but today you might want to lay on your belly. So if I put there, you can still see. So we're going to lay on our front and you're going to shake your storm jar. And then we're going to make a little pillow with our hands and we're going to watch the glitter fall. And can you focus on one bit? Can you bring it all the way down? Can you watch it swirl around? And then once it's all settled, pick it up, give it a shake, set it down again, and all of your attention, all of your focus is on your storm jar. So watch all the glitter swirl around. Notice the colours, and then maybe find one favourite bit and watch it fall all the way down to the bottom. Now, one of my favourite things to do, because I'm going to sit up to show you, is shake the glitter jar, and while you're shaking it, we take a big deep breath in. And we settle down, and as the glitter's falling, you let all the air out lovely and slowly. So we go. And then we pick the jar up once more, we give it a shake. We take a big deep breath in. And then we pop our jar down, and can you watch the glitter fall as you breathe out really slowly? One more time. Give your jar a lovely shake. Take a big deep breath in. And then we pop it down and let all that air out really slowly. You guys are going to keep doing that while I read you a little story about the colours that you may or may not have in your glitter jar. These may be your favourite colours. These may be colours that you feel. So as you shake your glitter jar, breathe in the colour red and feel strong, safe and powerful. Next, we breathe in the colour orange to feel warm, creative and happy. Breathe in the colour yellow to feel energetic, awake and confident, just like the sun. And then we breathe in the colour green and feel loved. And then breathe in lovely, beautiful purple. And we feel beautiful in ourselves. So have a little think about what colours you can see in your storm jar. Maybe what colours you feel in your mind. You may feel a colour when you wake up in the mornings or when you go to bed at night. We would always love to hear what colour you are. So that's it from me today. Thank you very much. I'll pass you back to Emily.
Thanks, Rachel. I wonder what colours people are going to choose. And I hope you enjoyed breathing in that rainbow of colours as you watched your storm jars. So we'll see you next week for week 6. And I hope you enjoy your week and try and use some of the things that we've taught you today. Bye everybody.